My name is Wesley Wu. Our pop-up is called Wu Can Cook. We're based out of here in Oakland, California, primarily in Oakland, Chinatown. Wok fried rices, Taiwanese night market style wok fried rices. So we use these big jet engine wok burners and cook everything on really, really high heat for a very, very brief amount of time. In the style that you would generally see in Taiwan, in the night markets in Taiwan, which is real fun to watch. Pre-COVID, I used to run a band. We are called Trace Repeat. The band still exists. When COVID-19 happened, we kind of had to stop doing that band because of all things. Since then, I kind of started a YouTube channel, also called Wu Can Cook, mostly running through recipes on how to cook a lot of the things that you see in a lot of like really traditional and authentic Chinese food that you generally would not try and cook yourself, mostly because you would generally only see that stuff in restaurants, things like that. We started doing those recipes for about a year in really long forms and also really short forms. So we have these little 1-minute videos that are really easy to follow and longer like 10-minute videos where I'll kind of talk through how to cook those things. Prior to starting the pop-up, we were doing a lot of shows with Trace Repeat. It was kind of the bread and butter of how I where I made all of my money and like how I operated my life was running this band. So we were playing 70, 80 shows a year, mostly here in Oakland, but pretty much all around the Bay Area. And when we started doing the pop-up, the idea behind it was, well, there are all of these event spaces that I'm very, very familiar with because they're all of the spaces where we used to play shows. I sort of just had the idea of like, well, what if we had this food pop-up that was really just kind of taking advantage of all of these spaces that I know are doing events and that I know are using their space for food and for music and for creative communities, and reinvesting in a way that I think would be beneficial to the community. Almost all of the food that we buy is purchased here locally in Oakland, Chinatown, and maybe 3 or 4 of the restaurants that we're surrounded by right now. Specifically here in Oakland, Chinatown, if you've ever purchased groceries, you'll notice that they're generally fresher and usually purchased that day. So in most Chinatown grocery stores, they do truck days every day. So that produce, when you see it, it got there that day, which is not something that you would generally see at a big box grocery store like at Walmart or Safeway or Whole Foods. As we operate the business, we're trying to spend as much of our money that we need to spend back here in Oakland, Chinatown, so that as much money as we make is reinvested back into the community as much as we can.
Hello, so that's it everyone. I hope you enjoyed this really cool piece about the Wu Can Cook fried rice pop-up. Special thanks to Cage and Aquarium for helping us put this piece together. For those who are new to the channel, as you might have guessed, normally we cook stuff here, but I also wanted to release this special edition video to celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers this week. I genuinely cannot believe that there are 10,000 people interested in watching me cook things every week, but here we are though. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. It is an absolute honor to get to make food for you all every week, and I promise that I will do my very best not to mess it up too much. If you are here in the Bay Area, please do come and check out our pop-up. We're all around the Bay Area every week, so follow us on Instagram to stay up to date on our schedule. Finally, a big thank you to all of the amazing Oakland Chinatown grocery stores that let us film in their space. For those who are interested, I also wrote a guide to a handful of my favorite spots in Chinatown to go along with this piece, which I'll link in the bio as well. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, be nice interneters, and I'll see you soon. Bye.